Hey guys, it's Bree Simulated here, just filming the first part of Sims 4 Disney Legacy Challenge. Now, this challenge was originally created by a user on the Sims 4 forums called Playing with Ma, and I got the inspiration to do this from the YouTube Let's Player, Vixella. I'll leave the links to her Let's Plays and the forum I got this off of down below in case you want to check it out yourself. And basically what I'm doing, Create a Sim right now, is just coming up with our character. As you can see, her name is Snow White, as that is the first generation. She doesn't look much like Snow White at this point, but I tried to make her look the most like a picture I had off Google Images of Snow White. But obviously she isn't 100%. So, on the forum it says, Generation 1, Snow White. I'm wishing for the one I love to find me today. Founders have humble beginnings, so what's better than Snow White? To start, create Snow White. Storytellers may create her as a teenager and make her an evil stepmother, but this is not a requirement. When Snow White becomes a young adult, the story begins. So I just created Snow White as a young adult straight off the bat, because I just thought that would be a little bit easier. And then it says that she must be female. She must have 7 children, sort of like the 7 dwarfs, and each child must have a bad trait, such as gloomy, and each child must have the same baby daddy, which is pretty funny. Basically, they just have to have the same father. Each child must complete their aspiration or get an A in school. And she may never answer the door to strangers or talk to elderly women, which is pretty interesting. And so, just going in and putting on her makeup and fixing up her face right now. And I do realise I've made her eyes blue, but her eyes are actually brown in most of the cartoons, which is a mistake on my behalf, but we'll just ignore that. So basically, I intend for her to have 7 children with whoever her partner is. We don't know yet. Whoever her partner is, they'll have 7 children because we have to, which means we either have to move one of them out or have the father not living until one of the children moves out, because we can only have 8 Sims in the household. But basically, I'm going to be having the 7 children named after the dwarfs. I'm not sure if I'll have them with the dwarf's name or names that start with the same letter as the dwarf. So like Bashful, you might have Ben. Something like that. We'll figure that out as we go along. Alright, right now we're just looking at all of her different outfits. Finished the everyday, which I tried to make as close to her typical outfit, but I couldn't find one that was exactly like it. So I just tried to incorporate the blue and the yellow so you could sort of get to know that she was Snow White without having to know what her name was. Doing her party wear right now. And yep. Oh, and she has the domestic aspiration, the big happy family I think I did. Loves the outdoors because I figured she'd be spending a lot of time outside, like Snow White, like gardening, something like that. She's family oriented, obviously, because she's going to be having a lot of children. That might be something that's necessary. And then I think I chose good there, just because I felt like that was appropriate. There's all her outfits, and I hope you like her. We're moving into the building now. And I tried to sort of build like a little cottage for her. So it has a little front garden. I think I actually changed that fence to a stone fence in the end, but yeah, because I got that gate and I liked it, so then I changed the fence. So I was originally intending to make the house already with 7 bedrooms, just like little prison cell like bedrooms, so that when the kids come we already had bedrooms for them, but then I got carried away with making it look like a cottage. So we don't have any bedrooms for the kids yet. We've only got a bedroom for her. Has got a double bed though, so if she gets a partner he can move in. And a bathroom. And we did get some alright appliances, so hopefully they shouldn't break it too often on us. But eventually once we have children we're going to have to upgrade the house to have more bedrooms. And obviously we may save up for the fertile trait because that would really help us out. Alrighty, so I'm going to talk to you a bit about the 2nd generation right now, just to give you guys an idea of the challenge if you've never seen it before or don't want to read their website yourself. Generation 2 is Cinderella. So that challenge starts off when that child is a teen, and she has to be female. All the heirs, they're called, have to be females for this challenge, basically just because it's a Disney princess challenge. But say if we end up not having a female and we sort of need one, then I can easily change them through the new change sim interaction on the mirror, or cheat them somehow. And same with the traits. If I accidentally mess up the traits, then I'll go in and edit them in later. Right now I'm trying to figure out the difference between them two doors. I always thought it was just the same door, but one of them has like a little creepy man on the front, the other one has a lion. So anyway, with the Cinderella, she'll have to start the challenge when she's a teen. She has to have the neat and the foodie trait, and she has to clean the house every day and cook every single meal. And she's not allowed to marry until Snow, her mother, dies, which is kind of depressing because her mother will never see her get married, but I think her father's still allowed to be alive, so maybe we'll have him come. And she'll obviously have a lot of brothers and sisters to keep her company. And Cinderella can only have a maximum of 3 children. The third generation is with Tiana, who I actually had to search up because I wasn't quite sure who she was. And when Tiana is a young adult, her heirhood starts, and she'll be a female as well. She'll have the ambitious trait. Her father has to die before she is an adult, and she'll also be a foodie. She'll marry a sim with green, which I was a little confused on, but basically it just means he either has to have green eyes, green hair, green skin, wearing a lot of green clothing or something like that. So if we can't find anyone like that in the town, I might have to pop into Create a Sim and create someone up for us, but we'll see how we go with that when the time comes, if we even get up to that generation. And she'll have one child who will be Aurora. So generation 4 is Aurora. It won't start until she's an adult. She'll be lazy. She's only allowed to have 3 or less friends. She'll have to meet her spouse at night whilst her parents are sleeping because her parents don't let her outside. She has to elope because she doesn't have any friends. What's the point in having a wedding? And she can have a maximum of 2 children. That will be Anna and Elsa, because the next generation, generation 5, is with Anna, which I'm extremely excited for already. That story will start when she's a child. She's not allowed to have any contact with Elsa until she's a young adult. And if we have children and they don't turn out to both be girls, I'm just going to cheat them to be, because I really want to do Anna and Elsa. So she has to find a lover who is a criminal. She has to experience near death with that lover, so he has to almost kill her in some way, I guess. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. Maybe we can pretend that he put her in the pool and then took away the ladder. I don't know. We'll have to find that out when the time comes. She'll then become best friends with Elsa, and then marry and have 1 child, which will be Rapunzel. Rapunzel's mission starts when she's a teen. She'll be a loner, art lover, has to reach level painting before young adult. She's never allowed to leave the house except for school. She won't have any friends until after her wedding. She'll elope and have kids. One of those kids will be Belle. She'll be a bookworm, date at least 5 men, date an ugly sim, not quite sure what that classifies as. They'll marry, have kids, and then the spouse will become beautiful. They'll have children, and one of them will be Milan, who will be active, an astronaut, fall in love with a co-worker once at the top of the career, marry and have kids. One of Milan's kids will be called Jasmine. Her story will start when she's a teen. She'll have a BFF called Raja, which is actually the tiger in the movie, so I'm going to have to create her little friend that looks a bit like a tiger but is actually a sim. She has to stay home unless she's at school. She will marry poor, marry a sim in the criminal crew, and have a maximum of 4 children. And then that brings us to the last generation, which will be with Merida. I believe she's the redhead girl from Brave. I have never seen that movie, so I might have to watch it before then. But she'll be self-assured. Her siblings and mother die. She'll try to change the past and fail, and she will never marry, have no children, and die alone. Which is pretty sad, because that means that'll be the end of the challenge if we reach that point. But if we reach that point and I don't want to end this series, then there are 3 others, Ariel, Pocahontas, and Elsa, that we can do. But they're all optional, you don't have to do them to complete the challenge. So as you can see right now, just going in and adding the final touches to the house, a little cottage. So anyway guys, that'll be the end of this first part. See you next time, and I hope you enjoy this series. Bye guys!